Shall we see what's coming up next for you? No hashtag, no context reading. We're going to find out. Okay. Right, so I'm Richard, aka the Urban Warlock of Urban Warlock Healing. I'm one of the most heavily targeted tarot readers online. Why? I'm a truth speaker. Believe it or not, I'm very good at what I do, despite being a fool and dressing up like women on occasion. Go check out Spiritual Karen. Right, so these are collective. Take what resonates. If you do want a personalised reading, they start from just 10 quid. Find the link on any of my socials or my website. You can get them via there. Right, let's have a look. Right, so we start with the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's one of the Divine Masculines. Is Divine Masculine on a more spiritual based level, right? It can relate to my star sign of Taurus. So it can talk about sticking some kind of tradition. In this case, I'm going to go, you're being called to go on a journey of self-discovery. Okay, it tends to be on a spiritual sense. So it's more about learning, developing and growing. Whereas the High Priestess's feminine counterpart is more about being tapped in. This is about more learning about the greater purpose of it all, right? Four of Swords in the reverse. Swords are where we think words we use. Now, normally this talks about periods of rest, avoiding an issue. In this case, I'm going to go for my more left field version of the card. Being too mentally horizontal, reverse position, actually taking some mental action to make these changes. By changing your mindset and going, I can do this, right, let's start changing that mindset. That's going to activate the Justice card. It's going to start bringing in justice for you. Let's continue. Right, okay, so we then got Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. Now, this is either about making a choice, juggling the Pentacles, or breaking a karmic cycle, infinity loop. I'm not sure which way to go yet, because that's then followed up by the Temperance card in the reverse. So the Temperance card is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's on alignment. We know who we are, what, where we're going. You'll also notice that, well, we probably won't because it's shining away. The angel's pouring into her own cup, so it can talk about periods of self-love, self-care, self-healing. So it's either you're not focusing on yourself or you're out of alignment. Right, let's find out. King of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. King's masculine energy. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. King's masculine energy, Queen's feminine energy. In tarot, talk about energy, not gender. So it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. King of Swords is how I describe my reading style. Blunt, direct, to the point, here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I feel like this is somebody else and they're going to give you a bit of a verbal arse kicking to get you back on course. What it feels like is, I'm actually going to go for way one, which I didn't mention with that Two of Pentacles. Things start to feel a little bit chaotic. Okay, now, with that, what you need to do is you need to prioritize things. As it stands, you're not doing because you're not focusing on yourself. Now, whenever in life you start to make the right choices and you start to work your way to abundance in your manifestations, the non-player characters get activated around you. The ones working in dark energy start to sniff it on you, and they come in to try and cause trouble. And that can be something as simple as, you can pretty much guarantee, if I know that I'm going to be having a busy day, message, not about work, from other people, friends, stuff like that. And you've got to try your best to ignore it, not because you're being rude, but otherwise you're going to fall behind with stuff. So that's kind of what it feels like. And then that King of Swords 333 on the timer is going to come in and give you a bit of a kick up the arse. Right, obstacles or blockages, judgment. Okay, it normally talks about internal or external judgment. What this feels like is that you're probably a bit of a people pleaser, right? And it's a little bit like, people coming, oh, can you help me? Can you help? Oh, that's fantastic. And you feel like you're being judged worthy of more, but actually being a fool. Okay, because you're giving away your time, effort, and energy for free to other people who could probably do it themselves. Now, we were told 404 on the timer. We were talking about karma on my down the rabbit hole session the other day, and the question was, well, I feel like I'm a good person. Does that mean I'm on my way to breaking my karmic cycles and ties? And I was like, well, no. Because being a good person in every situation, it can actually mean that you're collecting bad karma. Okay? Why? Because if there's bone-eyed or lazy people around you who can do stuff for themselves and you're picking up all the pieces, you're stopping them from learning their life lesson. And in some circumstances, you're actually going to be picking up their karma. Okay? So bear that in mind. Final card, removing any blockages. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. So this is about feeling left out of the cold. We've got two homeless figures here trudging through the snow. Pentacles, stained glass window, the church. they're missing it in the upright reverse position. What it's basically saying is when you're feeling a little bit like, oh, overwhelmed and lost, look for what support is there, because it is there, because you've got King of Swords coming in to kick you up the arse. So there you go, save it, was all right, ta-ta.